Welcome to the future. What's up everybody, my name is Julian. I'm the creator of Smartphone Filmmaking Pro, which is the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking, and I'm super excited for this video. A couple of weeks ago, I got approached by the company Superhexa, and they asked me if I wanted to try out their new smart glasses, these bad boys right here. I think it was very interesting, or I think this topic is very interesting because like 10 years ago, Google released their smart glasses, the Google Glasses, and ever since then, this topic has sort of been written off and there has nothing new been out there. And this actually is just about to be released, or just currently has been released very recently. And yeah, today I'll share my impressions with you. I'll share all the good, all the bad, all my experiences. So without any further ado, let's hop into this review. So first of all, let's talk about the design and the comfortness of wearing these glasses. And as you can see right now, I do not have any glasses into that, and you can also put in some glasses. There actually are glasses in the packaging content, and you cannot really tweak these. You cannot really like dial them in so that they fit perfectly for you, but you can change the nose pad as you like it. This is very flexible, and overall the quality is also very nicely built. It's plastic, but it's comfort plastic, I would say. And yeah, I had no issues at all when I was wearing these, and yeah, they felt pretty comfortable. When it comes to the design overall, with these glasses, it is very obvious that they are not some regular glasses. Ray-Ban, for example, also has some sunglasses where there is just a very tiny camera in that. But you know, with that comes also the downsides that the quality is really bad, and these just take a completely different approach. These are smart glasses, and yeah, it is very obvious that these are not regular glasses, I would say. Generally speaking, the design of these glasses is very minimal. I would say there are not many buttons. There is a touchpad on the right side where you can zoom in, where you can zoom out, and where you can switch between video shooting and photo taking. And on the other side, there is just a little dot where you can connect the charger, so you can charge it there. And then there is also another button where you can turn on or off the glasses. And that's pretty much it. There are no more buttons on these glasses. But there is one more thing, and that is this very tiny screen that you have up there. And this is one of the newest and best screens that you can get at the moment. This has a peak brightness of 1800 nits, which is very good. And yeah, this is where you can navigate around in the menus and where you can see your live view, so you can actually see what you're filming or what you're taking photos of. And you can also see if you are currently recording and so on. So it's actually very nice. And yeah, overall, I have to say it does look kind of futuristic. So that's nothing that I would wear, like, you know, when I'm not purposely filming something or taking photos of something. It's not something that I would wear on a party, for example, or when I would have a serious meeting. Then I would probably not wear these. But for certain scenarios, and especially when you're doing some sports or, I don't know, biking around, then there is basically no other option. Yeah, of course, you could also wear a helmet, which you should do anyways when you're riding the bike, but that's another thing. And then you could also place a GoPro onto your head. But you know, this is just a nice new way. And the good thing with these glasses, and what it differentiates from a GoPro, for example, is it also has other features other than, you know, recording video and taking photos. We will talk more about these other features at the end of the video, so definitely make sure to stick till the end. But since we are a filmmaking channel, let's talk about the filmmaking possibilities and overall of the video specs and so on that you get. So generally speaking, you can take photos and you can also record videos with these glasses. It has an internal storage of up to 32 gigabytes. They might also be expanding this in the future, but as of right now, that's all you got. The glasses have an optical zoom of up to 5x and a hybrid zoom of up to 15x. It has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and it does have a battery life of around about 2 hours when you are recording video all the time. So these are the specs, but now let's actually take a closer look at the quality. And first of all, let's start off with photos, and I think the photo quality is actually looking pretty good and comparable to smartphones. Maybe not to the newest smartphones and the best smartphones out there, but it's definitely a nice quality photo and you can definitely use them. For me personally, it has a bit too much contrast and it adds a bit too much sharpening to the image, which is, you know, what you also see with some cheaper smartphones. but generally speaking, I think the photo quality is really nice and definitely usable 100%. Next up, if we take a closer look at the video quality, then I think pretty much the same like I have already just said with the photo mode also applies to the video mode. It definitely does not have the sharpest and most crispy image that you will ever see, but it's comparable to, I don't know, to like the Honor Magic 4 Pro, for example. Unfortunately, the video quality is only 1080p and I only got 30 frames per second video, so at least I found no option to shoot in 4K and 60 frames per second, for example, which I love to do because then I have the option to use slow motion, for example. But generally speaking, having the camera right next to your eyes just opens up a ton of new possibilities and a ton of new, views that you would not get usually and normally. And also another very positive aspect, you can capture some shots without taking up your hands, so that's definitely something that this has as an advantage over any smartphone, of course. The video stabilization definitely is not as good as on smartphones these days. I have taken some shots side by side where I was walking and then where I was also running. You can definitely see that in this case the iPhone 14 Pro is doing a much better job in smoothing out everything, but as I have heard, they will also work on improving the stabilization, so this should be better in the future. I have been using these glasses also for some sports. I was playing tennis recently and I thought, why not try it out? And my experience was a bit mixed, I have to say. Generally speaking, I really liked, seeing this unique view and actually seeing like how we were playing. That was definitely very interesting. I gotta say, the screen was a bit irritating for me personally when I was playing. With tennis, it is important to have a nice touch point of the ball, and especially when I was playing my backhand, the screen was definitely irritating me and I could not really see how far away the ball is, and then I got a lot of miss hits. So it definitely gave me a unique look and it was interesting to try it out, once. But I will probably not be using this all the time in the future and probably never again for this. But, it was definitely interesting trying this out. So to sum up the photo and video quality, I think it's definitely usable. The photos are really nice. I really like them. The videos are also good if you have some nice lighting. The autofocus works really well. You can also see that through the small screen. So that works fantastically well. But on the other hand, it's also definitely not better than the iPhone 14 Pro, for example, or like the Honor Magic. So there are definitely smartphones out there that deliver better quality footage, and especially the stabilization is much better on smartphone. The glasses also come with an app. You can connect it super easily to your smartphone, and then you can transfer all your photos and your videos onto your smartphone. And the way on how I was doing it, I then just airdropped the videos onto my computer, and that's how I got them onto the computer and how I used them to edit the videos further. Maybe there will be a better workflow in the future, but as of right now, that's how I did it, and that definitely works. The glasses definitely also does have other features other than just recording photos and videos, and I will not go more in depth into these right now, but there's just one that I found very interesting and one that worked really nice. And that is a real-time translation. For example, when you're listening to, someone speaking Spanish and you're not capable of speaking Spanish, then you can actually get some display information on what this person is talking about. And it's not 100% perfect, but you definitely get the picture on what this person is talking about. And yeah, I think that's just really cool. It also has object recognition, and I think this is just the starting point of this technology and also of the camera system and so on. So this definitely does have room for improvement, but just as a starting point and as a version 1.0, this is really nice. And yeah, I actually can't wait to see what the future will bring. Overall, as a conclusion, I can say I really enjoyed trying these glasses out. I gotta say it was a bit weird when you're walking on a street and you're wearing these bad boys. It looks a bit weird, you gotta admit that. But yeah, overall I got some nice shots. I generally speaking like the view, and I can definitely see myself using these glasses more in the future for some first-person view when I'm, I don't know, holding a phone in my hand and actually showing people what I'm doing here. Or just recently I was wearing these to capture some behind-the-scenes shots that I was using for our Smartphone Filmmaking Pro course then. So there are definitely many different use cases and use scenarios for me personally. And yeah, in case you would like to check them out for yourself, I will definitely link them down below. Super thanks to Superhexa for sending these my way and for sponsoring this video. In case you have any more questions, then definitely make sure to let me know. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.